Greetings everybody, GameFrog here, and it is day 28 of GameFrog. And yesterday was very uneventful. He had some worldly, cultural comments to make, but outside of that, I mean, I got three things out of him. It was a nothing day, which I'm finding you have those. Sometimes they just don't have much to say. You just check on them. I can't even feed them now. I mean, I haven't fed him since his mama. So, you know, tickle him, talk to him, move on. See what these guys got today.
Hello. Welcome to the laboratory of Jean-Paul Gasset. Greetings and welcome back. You're doing a good job. At the moment, the habitat contains 2 cadmen. They are suffering from the cold.
Again, Nemours got nothing.
Use the heater to raise the temperature to a more comfortable level. So let us head over to the tank.
If he cuts to the temperature, that's it. There's nothing. Oh, they're much bigger. They are much bigger.
Oh, goody. Yay!
Wait a second. Oh yeah, look at their tails. Or lack thereof. Oh yeah, he's even got a little froggy toad-like body.
It's about time. Thanks, I believe I'm beginning to thaw.
Yay, I'm getting frogs. I want to pick them up.
Hey!
Hello.
Good afternoon, my friend.
How are you? How are you doing?
You called?
How are you?
I have something I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
You know, I'm really getting the impression that you people are busy all the time. Maybe it's just here in America, which is such a business-obsessed culture.
It is.
It seems like everyone is always complaining about not having any spare time, but when they get some, they don't know what to do with it because they're so used to being busy. It's strange that knowing how to relax appears to have become a skill you humans have to learn.
That's what I'm doing now.
You seem to know how to relax, if you're talking to me.
There you go.
But I want to know what else you do in your spare time. For example, what do you do when you're with your friends?
Sports.
You guys like to play sports?
Yes.
A sportster, are we? Well, that's very competitive of you.
I like to watch sports. I don't play them anymore. But I didn't know if he'd take it. You look different.
You don't get out much, do you?
Look at that thing.
Let me go or the Dreamcast gets it. Stop grabbing me. I hate it when you do this. Stop.
Wait, where's the other one? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh look! Well, I wanted to see him crawl out. He was doing a little froggy thing. Oh wow.
It gets really tough for us when the air gets too dry. There should be a sprinkler that Gasset built somewhere around here. Hey, can you use the D-pad to look for it? Come on, use the D-pad and find the sprinkler.
There it is. Look at him. awesome. Go to land. Go, go, go. Oh, is he going? No. Look at it. You look like a frog.
Yes?
What are you doing? You're on land. You look like a frog.
Wait a minute. Don't let your wife hear about this. I don't want to end up in some sort of cat fight.
Nice. He's smiling. Some joke he made thinking I said something else.
You called.
Let's talk.
So, I think I have an idea of what activities you and your friends do in your time together. Do you see a lot of them, by the way?
No.
Well, that's too bad. It can be tough to maintain friendships sometimes, what with everyone's schedules and such. What matters is that they're there for you when you really need them and vice versa. They say that solitude is good for the soul, but sometimes it's good to get out and enjoy life with others of your kind too. I know you think people don't want to be around you, but maybe you'd be surprised.
Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, dang it. Oh. This one's skinnier, right? That is full-on frog. I'm guessing we'll finish the tails off soon. Heck, I wonder if it's doing it now. Do another time-lapse watch. I wonder if they'll go back in the water. I'm looking to see if his tail's shrinking. It doesn't appear to be. Nice texture on the frog, though. I mean, it looks good. Dreamcast. We'd want specular highlights and such, but hello, GameFrog.
Listen, I don't know if our relationship can handle this, you know. Besides, what would the neighbors think?
I wonder
You
what
know what I've
he
noticed?
thinks I'm saying.
People love to talk. Oh, sure, there are quiet ones every once in a while, but usually if you ask a person the right questions, they can go on for hours. I mean, why else would you have me around if you didn't like a good conversation every once in a while? I think that's also what makes a good friend. If they're willing to listen to you spout off about something, you just have to make sure you let them talk once in a while too, so you don't bore them to death. I know you said you don't hang out with friends all that often, but when you do, or when you talk with them on the phone, what kinds of things do you discuss?
Funny.
Wow. No one seems to ever bring that up. You and your friends sure are the odd bunch. I say you can never really get bored if you have someone around who you can talk to. Sometimes it's more fun to just sit around and talk than it is to actually go do something. It all depends on the person, though.
My little frogs finally, they live up to the name GameFrog. I wonder if I grab him.
What are you doing? Drop me. Now! Let me go! Let me go! Stop it!
Oh! Okay, I'm glad it didn't hurt him. I wanted to drop him in the water.
Oh, you brute. Unhand me at once.
Are you hungry?
No.
Okay. Do you want some food?
Well, you're, kicking.
Look at my little frog people. Now there's two. So what does that mean? Oh, I like the walk. Look, little walk. Yeah, this is quite bizarre. I'm sorry, I didn't catch them walking up onto the land. But you saw what was going on? Let's check out the bugs. I wonder if the lack of moisture killed the spider. The web's gone now. You wouldn't think that'd have anything to do with it. Let's put him. Look at him. I'm going to put a moth in here. Okay, good. Him's going to go swimming. Now I'm going to leave the camera here for however long it takes to catch him walking up. Is his tail smaller? I like my little aquarium with little sea monkey things in it. That is hilarious. There we go. I think his tail is, yeah, it is smaller. They like to be warm, wet frogs.
You know, you got me thinking. You don't spend much time with other people. I wonder if it's because you'd rather be with your sweetheart. It's good to be in a relationship that's a friendship also, don't you think? You can kill two birds with one stone. Besides, I don't know why you'd want to be with someone who bores the pants off of you. So what do you and your wife like to do together?
Concerts.
I see. You're pretty focused, aren't you? It doesn't matter who you're with. You're going to do what you're going to do.
Okay.
But let me ask you this. What do you do when you're with your sweetheart that you don't typically do with other people?
Eat.
Oh, yeah? Who usually picks where you eat?
She does.
Always? Wow. Either you hate making decisions, or she just goes ahead and imposes her will. Well, I see you and your sweetie pie like to live it up and do active stuff. That's good. It means you're able to hang out like friends and do stuff that friends would do.
There we go, a little insight. Again, keeping the answers short. I don't want to go, into any depth or even a long sentence. Because I'm not sure how much it would recognize. And sometimes when he asks you on the fly, I'm like, well, what else do we do that, you probably could have said some risque answer based on how he's been his whole life. Are their tails like gone now? I think they are. Yep. So I was wrong. The tails were actually reducing this whole time. Yeah, it's gone. There's a nub sticking out. But it is a frog right now. Yeah, actually plumped up some. That was the skinny one. Well, it is the icon on the box, so I wonder. Oh, wait a minute. Caution. There he is. Right there. So I wonder where we go from here, Let's talk.
I have to say that I like it when you're around. I get to be by myself so much during the day that it's refreshing to spend some time with another person, even if it is you. There is something to be said for solitude, though.
I agree.
You certainly don't seem to mind it. What do you like to do when you're alone?
Draw.
Really? Well, I'm seeing a side of you I never knew existed. What medium do you work in?
Pencil.
I'd love to see your work sometime.
Awesome.
It's good that you don't mind being by yourself. It seems like a lot of people can't stand it because then they actually have to think. I see you don't have that problem.
Nope. Pretty cool. I mean, an area where they'd have to cover a whole lot of possible answers. I wonder. Okay, let's do the. Let's grab them off.
No thanks, I'm not hungry now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Wonder if I can grab it. Nope, it's in there. He will be eating that, though, and that'll be cool to see. Maybe their tongue hasn't developed yet. I'm guessing there's going to be a long frog tongue.
One thing I find really interesting about people is how very chameleon-like many of you can be. For example, when a person is talking to their closest friends as opposed to their employer, their entire persona will often change. Of course, it really depends on the person. I mean, you seem to do different things around people than when you're by yourself, and that leads me to ask you, depending on who you're with, do you think your personality changes a lot, a little, or not at all?
A lot.
I think that's pretty common. People adapt to the situations around them. Often, the way you act around your grocery store clerk won't necessitate quite as much ass-kissing as when you're around people you owe money to. The things you do with different people and when you're alone reflect your personality changes, I think. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of things going on with you. No wonder you act differently around different people. It seems like you're doing lots of different things around them, too. Well, I think I know you well enough to tell you that even I act differently depending on who I'm with, and it makes sense. Everyone has different expectations of everyone else, and nobody expects me to pick my nose around them. Yes, that is my private moment. Don't tell anyone, please. Anyway, I'm going to go think about things for a while. It was nice talking with you. Bye.
All right. Well, that was quality stuff. Look at him. He's over there swimming. All right. Well, that was cool. We've got brand new things happening. Little guys have absorbed all the fat in their tail, allowing them to plump up to adolescent toads. Or frogs. It's a toad body, though. It's very toad-like. But they also have, like, kind of a bullfrog characteristic. Yeah, I'm glad I caught that again. So we'll see what Leonard calls them tomorrow, which will be interesting. I like the nice sack man that's developing on these guys. We got a moth in here now, so that's going to be fun to watch. Is he going to eat that thing? No. Alright, well I think that was enough excitement for one day. I think I got everything out of him that he's going to do. I'm not going to pester him too much. I'll check their sprinkler. Alright, well, exciting stuff. I hope you saw it all. Right here on display. 1 month in, and I've raised a frog, 2 frogs, with a human head. Alright, well, we'll see what adventures happen tomorrow.
Would you like to save and end the session?